Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Vi, and today we're going to be diving into the truth about this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Okay, that's happening on September 17th, 2024. Okay, this message is timeless though, so whenever you are seeing it is when you are meant to. We're just looking into what it is that you need to know in regards to this energy that's happening. Okay. And so if you are watching this like a year from now, that's fine. You're just looking into how that energy has affected you, or how it's affecting what's playing out in your life at that time that you're seeing this. So I just kind of want to give you some clarity in regards to, timing in this reading, okay? But I also want to state before we dive into the piles that this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is really putting an end to delusions and illusions. Hidden things are coming to the surface. You will be releasing old structures, okay, ending ties with people and things, and that's normal and natural, and it will happen in a natural way. Um, Things within your subconscious are going to be revealed, okay? So I feel like take note of that. This reading may have these things come up, right? So it may have some darker aspects to this reading because the full moon really talks about completion, fertility, abundance, transformation, but also friction, polarity, and intense emotional energy and a big energy release. So this full moon energy is bringing that type of energy. So just be mindful while participating in this reading. Stay open-minded and remember to always take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind, okay? So now with all of that being said, let's talk about these piles. So for pile number 1, we have the 5 of Hearts right here. Pile number 2, we have the 4 of Diamonds. And then pile number 3, we have the King of Clubs, okay? If you need more time to decide, then pause the video here. All of the timestamps will be in the description box down below. And remember to support my channel, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And if you want more content from me, that information will be down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1, people. Hello and welcome, pile number 1, people. So you chose the 5 of Hearts. Let's go ahead and dive into your reading. I hope that you didn't skip out on the important messages that I spoke about in the intro. If you did, you might want to go back and listen to that. Anyways, be very mindful while participating in this reading, okay? Remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And know that full moon energy is connected to energy release and a completion and transformation and friction and polarity and intense emotional energy. And with you guys choosing the 5 of Hearts right here, I see that you guys are going to be participating with that energy as well. Like what I'm saying is, I see here that there's going to be a deep emotional shift, a deep emotional cleanse for you guys that chose option number 1, okay? Because this is the 5 of Cups, and this is you guys really releasing the old. This is a big change when it comes to your emotional energy, okay? A big change. For a long time, you may have been focused on what has not served you, what has gone wrong, what is excuse me, what is no longer serving you. You may have been focused in on that. And I see here that this full moon energy is really shifting you out of that, is really calling attention to past behaviors, past cycles that you are continuing to stay stuck in. So a big energy shift, a big energy release. You're looking at what has gone wrong in your life, and the beautiful thing about it is that you're looking at what has gone wrong in your life and you're asking, what can I do to make a difference now? What can I do to change my life around? Oh my God, what is on my table? Don't know what that is. So sorry about that, guys. Girl, I said girl. It most definitely got to be some girls in this pile. um, But like, guys, I've been working. Speaking of that, I've been working on my perfectionism and things needing to be perfect and aligned, and like nothing is perfect, and I have to constantly remind myself of that. So I don't know. That maybe applies to some of you guys that chose pound number one, needing to remind yourself that nothing is perfect. And there are no mistakes. Like that thing that was on my table, it happened for a reason. So that way we could talk about there not being any mistakes, that perfection isn't real and it's not something to strive for. So next we have the Page of Cups here, and then we also have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So I really want to deep dive and talk about the tarot. Okay. So with Page of Cups and the Seven of Wands, I see that this full moon energy is going to ask you to really pay attention to the way that you're communicating with yourself, and the way that you're communicating with others. But especially, and look, we got a full moon right there in the card. But especially, I feel like the way that you're communicating with others, okay, or the way that others are communicating with you. Because with the Seven of Wands, I feel like there's this defensive energy. Okay, there's this needing to defend yourself. There's this needing to stand your ground. So if you do find yourself in some emotional turmoil when it comes to relationships and connections around you, know that it is important that you stand your ground. Know that it is important that you do not accept less than, because you are not less than. And I think that is one of the major messages that you guys need to hear, as well as standing your ground within yourself. So if you're receiving messages within your mind or your emotional space that says you are not enough, you'll never be able to have enough, all you do is make mistakes, all you're going to do is repeat your mistakes, nothing is working out for you, these low vibrational energies and these low vibrational messages, if they start to come through, pay attention to them, do what it takes to raise your vibration and heal them. And I feel like that is a part of the defense with the Seven of Wands energy. It's like you have these energies coming at you, and you may feel this around the time of the full moon. Like you feel like you have all of these energies coming at you, and you just have to stand your ground, defend who you are, because you know who you are. Don't allow for negative thoughts to define you. Don't allow for negative situations of the past to define you. Only you can define you, pound number one people. And I think that that's an important message that you guys needed to hear. Okay, for your oracle card, we have here New Moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Okay. Trust that all will be well. I'm going to put this here. This will be your final card, and we'll tap into that final card at the end, okay? Trust all will be well. All right, let me just make sure that you guys can see it. Apologies if you could not. I'm actually going to move this up. Move that around a little bit. There we have it. And if it's a little crooked, it is what it is. It might bother me. Because again, that perfectionism, right? It might bother me when I'm editing this, but it is what it is. Okay, trust that all will be well. So I feel like even if mistakes happen during this full moon energy, power number one people, it's important that you don't really like let things bother you. Like the energy that's coming in after this energy of completion, because you're finally clearing out these old cycles of, feeling defeated emotionally, feeling like what's the point of even trying if I'm just going to end up with the same result? But you don't know what the result will be. What if the result is everything will be well, all will be well? So I feel like Spirit is asking you, especially during this time, to have trust and faith in yourself, and know that all you've been doing is really learning and growing, especially in regards to past mistakes and what you may deem to be failures. Don't expect for yourself to fail in the future when you don't even know what the outcome will be. Like give yourself some grace in this time frame. Okay, I feel like give yourself some grace. And Again, trust that all will be well. With this new moon energy, especially Virgo energy coming out, we've been talking about perfectionism, right, in your reading. Perfectionism and wanting everything to look a certain way and be a certain way. And I've been feeling that energy. So this could be me tapping into the energy that you're dealing with in regards to the full moon. So you're wanting things to be a particular way and needing things to be organized and needing things to work out the way that you've planned them. And just know that with this full moon energy, things may not work out exactly the way that you planned it. Things may not look exactly the way that you want them to look, but the most important message is to trust that all will be well, even if things are not looking the way that you want them to look. Okay. Yes, trust that your new beginning will be divine is what I just heard as well. Let's dive into your final message, and I'll be reading this out of the guidebook, okay? Wow, so we have Venus energy and it says love and abundance. Okay. Let's leave you with that Venus energy. We love Venus energy over here, okay? All right, I opened right to it, okay? All right, so it says, Venus loves to make life easier, beautiful, and joyful. She's a sprinkle of cosmic glitter, the life of the party. When this card appears, the opulent energy of Venus is sashaying into your life. Love that. Expect financial breakthroughs, romantic improvements, or the desire to change your aesthetic appearance. If you have dealt with any relationship changes, Venus brings peace. If you have an important negotiation or judicial matter in your life, the scales will tip in your favor. In ancient Roman mythology, Venus is the divine feminine goddess of love, relationships, beauty, fertility, harmony, material worth, and abundance. The planet Venus is called a morning star, as its bright magnetic light is visible in the sky at dawn. In astrology, Venus is the planetary ruler of harmonious air sign Libra and sensual earth sign Taurus. Libra is associated with equality, balance, art, beauty, romance, love, and aesthetics. Taurus invokes sensuality, abundance, luxury, fertility, elegance, and nature. Venus represents what we find attractive and how we manage our finances, what we enjoy. Identify your Venus sign in your natal chart and find out your love needs in the following list, so you can take a look at that, what your love needs are. You are magnetic. It says at the bottom, love, abundance, and joy are on its way to you, period. So that's what this energy, this full moon energy is facilitating for the ones that chose option number 1, love and abundance. It's helping you to manifest and bring in more love and abundance. So if some changes happen to your finances or your relationships that you're not really like sure about, and you're just kind of like, what's happening is like, just if you start going into a spiral, just know that these things are happening in order for there to be improvement. I feel like it's making room for improvement. So don't stress about it. Pile number 1, trust that all will be well. That's what I got for you guys that chose pile number 1, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 2. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Hello to those that chose option number 2, the 4 of diamonds. I hope that you listened to the intro where I talked a little bit about this full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. I hope that you stayed around for that. I feel like you guys should most certainly take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But let's go ahead and dive into your reading. So we have the 4 of Pentacles here. I feel like what you need to know in regards to this full moon in Pisces is that Spirit is going to be bringing, and I say Spirit because Spirit is in everything. So even this full moon in Pisces, okay? So I feel like Spirit is going to be bringing to the surface the areas in which you need to release your control, okay? Because with the 4 of Pentacles, I see that you guys are very very attached to something. This is about a certain attachment to something. It could be your finances, it could be a person, it could be something that isn't even in the physical. But there's an attachment here that Spirit is going to be bringing to the surface. You are attached to some sort of energy in your life, and it's time to release it and let it go for the betterment of you. Okay? So let's see what else we have here. We have embrace the flow of life. Yeah, you see, embrace the flow. When you embrace the flow, you have to be willing to let go. Oh shit, are we rapping? Are we rhyming in this mug? Okay. Um, yes, so when you release control, there's something that you've been so heavily holding on to with the hopes that you'll be able to control either the outcome, because this could be an outcome, like you're holding on to an outcome, you're holding on to something, and I feel like it's putting you in a chokehold. Okay, it's putting you in a chokehold, really. Like, you think that it helps to hold on to it, but it's not helping you. And I feel like Spirit and this full moon energy is really going to bring forth what it is that you've been holding on to that you need to let go of. Okay. Gemini communication, we have full moon in Gemini. So, and remember, if you listen to the intro, full moon talks about that completion energy. It also talks about transformation. It talks about intense emotional energy, polarity, friction, things like that. So that in Gemini here, for some of you guys, this is about the way in which you communicate to others, like, or the way in which, how do I explain this, Spirit? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, they're telling me like the way that you think about things as well. And I feel like this has a lot to do with manifestation for some reason as well. I'm picking up on that. What else we have? We have Five of Swords, the way that you think about things. Yeah. And the Empress in reverse. So what have you been holding on to? Let's see here. It looks to me that you've been holding on to this false identity about yourself, okay? Like that you are, this is Five of Swords, defeated energy. Combative and defeative is defeative a word? Defeated energy, sorry. So combative and defeated energy with this Five of Swords. You're holding on to this. It could be like this relationship for some of you guys. This is a collective message. You'll take it for how it resonates, but I'm feeling that for some of you guys, it's like a relationship with another person that is super combative, and it's like this toxic cycle. It's like you leave, you come back to this person, and it's good for a while, but then it's the same back and forth, yada yada yada. Same toxic communication, same toxic environment. You leave, you come back, and you deal with it's the same cycle over and over again. And this cycle really is trying to teach you about your self-worth, with the Emperor's being in reverse. The Emperor is in reverse, meaning that you may not see yourself as abundant. You don't see your self-worth. You don't see yourself as kind and beautiful and God or goddess like. You don't see the divine within yourself. And I feel like this energy, okay, and again, take it for how it resonates, because not everybody will feel that way, right? Or not everyone will feel like they resonate with that. But either way, I see that this full moon energy is really helping you to release and come to a completion of this toxic cycle. Because it doesn't even have to deal with another person. It could just be you in your head getting defeated before you even start. Or if you're trying something new, or if you're trying to build something for yourself and it's not working out, or you're facing some setbacks and some challenges, you just automatically get into this defeated energy, and you just don't trust the universe, you don't trust yourself, you don't trust yourself in order to make things happen, and you just kind of just like shut down. And it's like this constant cycle of that. Whatever this is that you've been holding on to, this cycle, this thing that you've been holding on to, because somehow within your subconscious you think that it makes you better, but I feel like it really doesn't. It doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form. It's being released. That's the beautiful thing that's happening here. It's being released. You're finally going to be able to like take your hands off the wheel, because I feel like you've been driving for a very long time. You've been in the driver's seat, and now it's time to get in the passenger seat and let spirit take the wheel in regards to some sort of situation in your life. And once you get in that passenger seat and you let spirit take the wheel, there's going to be a beautiful transformation happening in your life. This empress is going to turn upright, where things are your seeds that you've planted are finally growing. Okay? But it's about release, especially when because it's different messages. Some of you guys is a relationship. Some of you guys is a mental thing, like a mentality thing that you have. For others, it's about your manifestation. You're holding on too much to your manifestation, where it's like you planted that seed and you're literally watching the pot. You're watching the pot rain, snow, it don't matter. You're sitting outside watching the pot, like, is it going to grow today? Is it going to grow today? Is it going to grow today? And you're not seeing any growth or progression, and it's really upsetting you, and it's really making you feel defeated. It's making you feel like you're not worthy. But again, all of that is coming to an end. Pound number 2, people. All of that is coming to an end. All right. Let's get your final message. Okay, we have dissolution. We have emotional clearing. I'll be reading this out of the guidebook. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive into that. All right, so it says, after the ego has burned to ashes, I'll let you guys see it. After the ego has burned to ashes, you are left with raw, real, and challenging emotions around what has occurred. This is like the feeling you have after your heart has been shattered into pieces by needing to say goodbye to someone who isn't healthy in your life. Wow. Didn't we pick up on a relationship that was toxic? Okay. Or the feeling of fear around money and taking care of yourself after you've left that cushy yet miserable job in favor of pursuing your passion. The universe is requiring you to sit with the angst and unpredictability when you pull this card in your reading. Processing, purging, and working with your emotions is extremely important during your alchemical journey. When the dissolution card shows up in an oracle reading, it's signaling a time for you to cleanse and wash away emotions that have prevented you from shining your light in the world. Your frequency and vibration, consisting of thoughts and feelings, emanate. Hopefully I'm saying that right. From your physical body and create the world around you. When we release limiting emotions like fear, self-doubt, and unworthiness, our magnetism and vibratory manifestation power increase. This is the second phase in the alchemical involving, sorry, I said alchemical. This is the second phase in alchemy involving the element water and associated with Jupiter, the planet of spiritual growth. In this stage, there is an emotional cleansing of limitations, trauma, outdated patterns, and belief systems. This step cleanses away the ashes that were created from the calcination. While this can feel uncomfortable, it is necessary for you to pull back the societal mask and reveal your true self. Okay. You are cleansing your unconscious mind. Sink into the deep waters of your soul to find the answers. Yes, so whatever was holding you back within your subconscious is being cleared out. Especially if it's feelings of defeat, feelings of not feeling like you're worthy, feelings of unworthiness. And especially if it's feelings of not being able to trust yourself or source or the universe. Like maybe I feel like some of you guys have never really felt cared for or looked after. Like you felt like you always had to be the one to do everything. And I feel like spirit is going to be teaching you how to allow for life to take care of you. Okay? So that's what I got for you guys. Group number 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 3. Okay, so hello to those that chose the King of Clubs, which is also the Magician card. Okay, it's the King of Wands as well as the Magician card in this deck. So, you guys I feel like you're going to be moving into a much more confident space, okay? A confident space, you're attracting wealth, abundance, beautiful things into your life, pile number 3 people, okay? Just know that it's not going to be all gravy um in the beginning is what they're telling me, but towards the end you'll be in this King of Wands magician energy, whereas like I'm getting started from the bottom, now I'm here. So, okay, it's giving very started from the bottom, now we here. Okay, it's like you may have to, grind a little bit. You may have to toughen it out a little bit, but the end result is so beautiful. The end result is so much worth it. I feel like this full moon energy is turning you into a brand new person, but not really a brand new person. It's just really you embracing your truest self on a soul level. Now, I forgot to say, remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? um but yeah, I feel like this full moon energy is putting an end to you not believing in yourself and your capabilities, which is kind of the collective's vibe right now. Like from what I've got for all the piles, it's like you're putting an end. The collective is really putting an end to not believing in themselves, really putting an end to not believing in their power, really putting an end to not tapping into the truth about who they are, because the truth is coming out, babes. It's coming out. Okay, we have the Sun and we also have the Three of Wands. Okay. Yeah, so the Sun in reverse is really talking about where there has not been honesty within the self, or even without. If people haven't been honest with you, if you haven't been honest with yourself, it's all coming to the surface. It's all coming to the light. You're receiving all the messages and downloads about what's going on with the people around you and what's going on within yourself. That's what this full moon energy is really going to be bringing forth. Okay, this Three of Wands is talking about you really going through this major expansion in your life. All right, I'm also going to pull your other oracle card, which is full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Sagittarius is connected to Jupiter. You could be traveling a lot during this time as well. But you're very goal oriented this time around, or on this, around this time of this full moon. You could be very goal oriented, or whenever you're seeing this, very goal oriented, focused on a certain outcome, focused on what it is that you want to build for yourself and your reality. Okay, and I think for each pile we got the full moon energy coming out, but it's just different aspects of full moon energy, because we got, I'm not going to talk about the other piles, but but with yours is full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so yours, I feel like, is really about, your confidence, and Sagittarius optimism, right? They have that optimism. They're very good with people. They are very outgoing type of energy, and I feel like that's the energy that you're going to be moving into. Did you used to hide before? Did you hide yourself in the past? Because I'm kind of picking up on that energy. It's like you may have kept yourself hidden from the world, or kept your gifts, talents, and abilities hidden from the world at one point in time in your life. And I feel like you're going to be really called and pulled out of your comfort zone with this full moon energy. Okay? You're going to be pulled out of your comfort zone, because it's time for you to manifest. It's time for you to manifest your heart's truest desires and stop holding yourself back. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else. We have one more card, obviously, that I'm going to pull. I've been pulling at the end, and I'm going to read it from the guidebook, okay? But I'm just trying to see, before we move on to that, if there's anything else that Spirit wants me to talk about. Yes. Again, like I said, you have skills, talents, and abilities. I feel like these things are going to be coming to the surface if you feel like you you don't resonate with having skills, talents, and abilities, or you're not sure what your skills and talents and abilities are, they're going to be coming to the surface after this full moon in Pisces. And you're really going to start to see yourself for who you truly are. And then you're going to allow others to see you for who you truly are. You're really going to be shining, even though the sun is in reverse. I feel like the sun is in reverse because it's representing a time in your life where you were not allowing yourself to be seen, is what they're saying. Like where you were not feeling like you were shining, where you didn't feel like you deserved to be in the spotlight. And that's coming to an end with this completion energy of the full moon. Because now you're ready to expand with this Three of Wands. Now you're like, I'm here. Like, what's up? I'm ready to be seen. Okay? Because now you're seeing the bigger picture in regards to your life. Now you're seeing that, okay, I was playing it small in this area, and now it's time for me to play it big. Now it's time for me to show everyone that I'm a star. And that's hilarious, because before I began your reading, they sent me a song, and the song was, I Get Money, I'm a star, star, star. Okay? And that's the energy that you're moving into. Like I said, it may be rocky in the beginning, pound number 3. Okay? You might get a little rockiness going on. But just know, whatever happens, happens in order for your own personal growth. And it's happening in order to bless you. Let's get your final message. We have... Oh, what the... Yo! I did not see this freaking card. I didn't see these cards. Like, I didn't see it. Oh my God. Okay. This is just confirmation that I needed to do this reading. Okay? But anyways, Black Moon, Lilith, and Leo. A lot of Leo energy with this lion here. You could be a Leo or have a lot of Leo in your chart. Or you're just stepping into this sun energy, this first house energy, where your appearance, your just who you are. Okay? But yeah, so you got allow your light to shine. Allow your light to shine. Okay, we're going to read for that. Oh my God, why am I so excited all of a sudden? I'm so excited. All right, let's read for allow your light to shine. Okay. Express your authentic light and release the need to... let's start over. Express your authentic light and release the need for others' approval. The opportunity to share your gifts with the world is here. Didn't I say you guys got gifts? Okay. The question is, are you ready for this moment? Self-sabotage can come up, smothering this fiery self-expression. This oracle card is asking for you to deflect the judgment you may receive from others. Power struggles around your spotlight can also come up, okay? The zodiac sign Leo represents the child, symbolized by the royal lion and ruled by the bright and energetic sun. When Black Moon Lilith is in Leo, your self-expression and identity are powerful, but you can experience backlash or jealousy from others. On top of this, you also may have had to take on the role of an adult as a child. Did I say something about that earlier? Okay. Healing your inner child is powerful for this Lilith placement. Marilyn Monroe, a Black Moon Lilith rising in Leo, was a child bride, Jesus, married at the age of 16 before she was discovered, Jesus. Allow yourself to release the judgment of others and identify your creative truth. Indulge yourself in hobbies or creative endeavors that fuel your fire. The way to heal this shadow of self-suppression is to release the need for external validation from others. The belief in yourself is all the magic that you need. Wow. At the end of here, it says, be brave. The world needs your gifts. Now is not the time to dim your light. So that's the most important message here that I'm seeing for pound number 3 people. Don't dim your light. Don't hide, because we need you. We need to see you. You have something beautiful to share with the world, to share with the universe. So Spirit is going to be asking you to come out of the shadows and allow yourself to be seen, because there's a bigger picture at play here. Okay? interesting energies. That's what I got for you guys. Option number 3. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, share, subscribe. Come back to see me again. And I am out. Peace.